Hello, everyone. I'm Corey, and this is 20 Sides to Every Story. We are running through Out of the Abyss. Thank you, Ed, for the cheers already. We are running through Out of the Abyss. It is approximately episode 18. I think that's a fair estimate. With our characters having escaped a Drow prison, run across pretty much most of the Underdark at this point, and discovering that maybe there is some sort of problem in the world that is letting demons, both major and minor, sort of get into this plane. So, although they don't know the maybe the full extent of how bad it is. So, um, we're a gaming group here on mostly on Discord, but this is our channel, Twitch. And if you're looking for a pretty active and popular gaming group, where we tend to have something streaming every night, I encourage you to join our Discord. It There's people on there all day long, and while we specialize in TTRPGs, we do a lot of other stuff, including console games, PC games, and whatnot, and other RPGs in general. There's opportunities to join in some of our games, and the best way to follow through with that is with our Patreon. And our Patreon page explains sort of all the tiers. But one of those is that we have community campaign games, and they allow people to drop in and drop out. And so we are finishing right now the original Adventures Reincarnated Lost City. We have a few more sessions of that people can just join for a single session or as many as they want, if they're Patreon supporters. And then also what's about to start is the Candlekeep Mysteries, and Alex runs both of those. And so the first Candlekeep Mystery is tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, tomorrow at 7. So if anybody wants to get a sneak peek at what it might look like to run the level 1 adventure, we'll be doing that starting tomorrow.
So about this time tomorrow night, we'll be on. And then the other thing I wanted to highlight for everyone, and I'll do this on the outro too, is that next Thursday, when is Jasper's? Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday, the same time.
Okay, so next Thursday, Alex is running a group of people for Jasper's Game Day through,
Invasion from the Planet of Tarrasque.
Yeah, okay, I had most of those words, just the wrong order. And that's a great way. It's a great game, level 20 5e game. It should be. I've heard some plans on both ends about what's about to go down. I'm not allowed. I'm sworn to secrecy on both sides, but I think everyone will be surprised generally. And so stop by for that. It should be a good time, and it's a great way to support Jasper's Game Day, which, if you don't know, they help support the work of the Center for Suicide Awareness. So thanks, Cliff. I will remind Cliff that at the last time, it's been a while since we were streaming. The last time, at the very end, Cliff bought a wandering monster, which he will likely see very soon.
Thanks, Father.
So, with that, I'm going to have the. Thank you, Dave. I'm going to have the cast introduce themselves. Do we have a hype train going already? Oh yeah, we do. Level 1 hype train. So, all right. So we're going to go through real quick. We'll start with Alex. Do you want to introduce your character?
Yeah, I'm Alex. I'm playing Vic Valentine. He is a half-elf bard. Fancies himself good at most things. Members of his family on the top side had different ideas, and they're somewhat responsible for him ending up in the Underdark, and so he's starting to come to grips with that a bit, and well, in the current situation that we're heading in is quaking in his boots, having just seen our buddy have his head explode. Not a good thing. So that's Vic.
All right. Next up is Jasa.
Hi, I'm Ed. I'm playing Jasa. I'm a halfling rogue who may not be entirely aware of the head exploding that has just happened because I was sneaking ahead a bit, though I may be aware of a body rolling down the hill toward me of someone that I recognize. So we'll see what happens there.
All right, Drazzle's up next.
This is Scott. I play Drazzle, a lizard folk cleric who found that his desire to experience things firsthand, despite all warnings to the contrary, made him unpopular both above and below the surface. He's currently thinking right now that, he told him stop scratching it. And so he really just kind of thinks that's probably what caused his head to explode.
All right. And last but not least is Ethan playing Dolphix.
Hi, I'm Ethan. I play Dolphix. He is a gnome fighter. Dolphix used to be a tutor of a noble house before the house got attacked, and he has found himself in the Underdark looking for one of the noble family's children. He's both surprised and not surprised at what just happened. Surprised in that someone's head just exploded, but not surprised in that, this is the Underdark. What did he expect?
Okay, so to set the scene, some people have alluded to it already, but to set the scene, the individuals have brought one of their companions who was locked up with them, a young myconoid sprout called Stool, back to his home grove. And when they arrived there, it seems that since Stool left, some weird changes have been going on in the grove. The grove has always had two Hierophants leading it, Basidia and Philo. Basidia has become suspicious of some of the new fangled practices that Philo has adopted. Myconoids usually being a very conservative and slow-moving society, and in just the span of a few months, quite a few changes have happened. One of the big changes is that the Myconoids, who normally sort of assemble in circles based on their role, new circles in the community have formed, including the Circle of Masters, it's unclear what some of these circles are doing and what their roles are. In particular, one of the circles has been creating something called the Garden of Welcome, on a tier a little bit higher than the grove itself. And there's not many people allowed into this garden. In fact, Jason, a little bit earlier, had tried to get in and was, I don't think you were caught, but you came very close to two creatures that were guarding the sort of ascent up to it. So the party has decided that they are going to sneak around up a ledge and then across and then down a ledge. And as they sort of assembled over, or got over looking down into the Garden of Welcome, what they can see is the Garden of Welcome is just filled with these huge Zirkwood trees. So it's actually really, really hard to see anywhere in it. It has sort of dense canopy everywhere. As they stood above it, they could hear strange moaning coming from it. Jason, and I think some other people in front, at the very front, could actually see what looked like planted bodies and heads sticking out of the soil nearby the ascent where they came up. Yeah, and so where we left it last time was that one of their companions, a drow named Sareth, who he was imprisoned with them by other drow because at some point he had killed a drow, but he has no recollection of that happening. Well, what happened and what might explain that is that as they were approaching this garden, Sareth's head exploded and pouring out of his skull in a place where he had been scratching pretty consistently since the player characters knew him. Fungus was just blossoming out of this thing, and his body sort of tumbled down the incline that they were on, and which Jason is at the bottom of. So that's where we're gonna start. You will probably see at some point, those of you who, as you guys move down the right now, you should be able to see all of the map basically. But what's going to happen as soon as all of you are down, you'll see me switch off the lighting and represent that you can only really see a certain distance in front of you because of all those Zerkwood trees around you. So don't be surprised when that happens. Yes, we'll start with Jesa. This body of Sarah tumbles down, and you can see the body is still twitching a bit, but it is like the pressure from all this fungus just finally popped his skull open, and it's not growing drastically, but it is able to fill a volume that was greater than his skull now. So you see this sort of gray fungus and just growing from it.
Well, I will draw my dagger in one hand and a whip in the other, and sort of drop into sort of a ready stance and look around, having not seen it occur, to see if there's if anything is causing it or related.
You definitely heard his screams before the incident happened, and nothing like it is still after he fell and the noise of his body falling. It's still pretty quiet except for this din of what sounds like the moans from a zombie movie, like that low like that sort of noise.
Does it seem as though that has changed after his scream?
No.
Okay.
Can you make me a quick perception check though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the other thing, it's very strange. You pick up strange snippets of music. And I think I described this last time to you guys too, because I think I remember Vic saying, does everyone else hear it when I said it? Because Vic has been plagued with intermittent music at times. And so, yeah, you hear like snippets of music, like just like a few bars, and then it disappears.
Is there a directionality to that sound?
Maybe to the northeast. It's not coming from where you came from or in that direction.
But it does seem like it's coming from a direction and not like omnipresent.
Correct. Whereas the moans seem a little bit more omnipresent.
Okay.
So, what are the rest of you guys doing? The three of you. You're about 15 feet up. It's an easy slope to navigate down, assuming your head didn't just explode.
Well, he made it down just fine after that.
Yeah. Took some damage on the way, though.
He got down there.
I'm looking over at my fellows who are up above, and you remember that we're not strong. What happened to him? Too much scratch?
I told him I was really on him about getting that looked at, and he was just stubborn ass. But this could have been prevented.
It appears to be some sort of fungal infestation. Hopefully it's not contagious.
What happened up there?
Oh, Sareth blew up.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Him probably dead.
The twitching might belie that, but it seems to be not voluntary.
The scream, did it alert anything? Is there any movement ahead of you?
No, I haven't noticed any change.
Do we still have eyes on those Chul that were guarding that path?
Good question. So let's see, let me just look where you are. So, Vic, you guys, they were here where these X's are. I think you can see those, right? Where these X's were.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit like you have no reason to believe they're not there. Like you can't see them directly, but you can see sort of areas north of them, patches. You haven't seen any particular movement in those patches. If I described that well. It's hard to like once. I'm sorry to draw all this stuff here, but once you get around here, the sort of canopy just begins. And so if you can see down, you're only seeing like maybe a 3-foot like hole pierced into the ground, like where the canopy lets up.
I say we go forward. Maybe you need Sun's blessings. Ready myself to cast a spell of blessing upon the 4 party members I can see.
So I will take that as a very informal statement. Otherwise, you would lose the spell.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving everybody a sense. Trying to give positive vibes. I haven't cast anything yet because I don't know what's going on.
Are you guys all headed down, or is anyone staying up, or?
Nope, heading down.
Okay. So you guys can put yourselves
I'm
next.
following the tumbling head.
All right. You guys can put yourself next to Jasa down there, and then I will explain what happens next.
I may need you to move my character piece, Corey.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Due to technical issues.
Yep. No problem. So I'm going to put you down. Dolphix, you're all down on the ground, right? Okay. I'm going to turn this on now, so where you can only see a little bit. There's not much to see at the moment, but it will. Tell me if you can't. If you have no vision, let me know.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So now that you're down under the Zerkwoods, it really is like they're so densely packed. Like when you walked into the grove, it became more and more vibrant. I would say verdant, but they're mushrooms, so it's not like that. So you experience like blossoms of mushrooms, but nothing like this. This almost seems like these things are growing at an unusual pace because they're competing with each other for resources. Like it's just a strange like environment that you're sitting in with all these mushrooms. You all can hear the low moans, and those of you who listen can actually hear the snippets of music as well, assuming Jasa pointed them out.
Mm-hmm.
But Jasa, with your perception check, a little bit to the north of you, amongst the trees, first of all, you do see what are like poking out of the ground mounds of mushrooms. They're like balls of mushrooms that are pointed out. And as you look at them, you realize that they are heads with mushrooms growing off them.
Do they seem to be growing in the way out of the heads in the way that the ones are growing out of Sareth's head now?
No, maybe a little bit differently.
Okay.
It's not. They're definitely growing on them, but
okay.
It's not like, yeah.
They didn't explode from inside.
Doesn't seem to be, as far as you can tell. But if you give any of them a closer look, you're going to be able to determine pretty quickly that these are full bodies actually buried up to their necks in the soil.
Is there any indication if they were dead when they were buried?
You would make me either an investigation or a medicine check, and anyone can help like do their own as they look around. Like this is very obvious to you all. It's pretty horrific.
I kind of kick one of the heads to see how it reacts and make sure it's not currently alive.
Now, some of the spores sort of pop off, and you see them float up into the air.
Oof, cover my mouth.
Yeah, Dolphix immediately covers his mouth with a cloth.
Be careful, Drazzle.
Put my mask back on.
These aren't soup mushrooms.
Those are. Jasa, you go over to one of the and it is like the head you're at is just completely gone. Like the flesh is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as you can tell, like it
Like is the soil disturbed in a way like somebody was trying to get out or anything like that?
In the case of the head you were at, no, it does
Okay.
not seem. But you're also not sure. Like there, it's like the soil's here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so there's still tendons and there's still some of the the more meaty parts of the body, but they're like most of the flesh, the eyes, and there's just mushrooms growing all out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're looking at that, you hear a slightly different. You hear sort of like a raspy voice, like a rattle, almost. And did I really? Hold on. I'm sorry, I completely closed the module when I went to Twitch. So sorry. Give me 1 second. You hear a low rasp, and
Not from the heads, but just like in a general.
it is not from one of the heads around you, but you hear please, so coming somewhere slightly to the north of you, amongst the Zerkwood.
Do we recognize the type of head that we're looking at when I look down the ground? Are they elf? They myconoid? They something else?
So a quick sort of brief interaction with the heads. It seems like it's a variety. Like if you wanted to specific, they are different from each other.
And what languages was that spoken in?
That seemed to be common or undercommon. Like it seemed to be something that was maybe because they heard you. They're trying to reflect whatever language you heard.
Okay.
Vic's gonna move almost immediately in the direction that he hears that.
Okay.
And I was going to immediately cast bless on everyone right then. Now that things are happening, a real bless.
Okay. So okay, I'm gonna So right around there, Vic, is where you see them. Is everyone moving up with them?
I'm gonna move up off to the side a little. But
Okay.
yes.
So like here. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Just where Vic, say Vic is right on top of the thing.
Okay.
When he finds it, and sure enough, you do find it. There is in front of you. Excuse me. In front of you is it's a female drow, and she actually has one of her arms was buried pretty close to the surface, so she manages to lift out of the ground a spider medallion similar to one you guys already found.
Mm-hmm.
But it's half embedded, like it's the mushrooms have grown around it where that was once her hand. Half her face is rotten and pustulate, and you see a bed of mushrooms growing out from her. And she says, "Please kill me." And she's like spores are flying out of her mouth.
I walk forward to smash her with my mace. And I ask, we smash?
Seems
Yes.
mercy at this point.
She looks up at you and she's like, "The Great Cedar Trap.
Wait, oh, maybe don't smash.
Kill me."
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just kind of quickly, but sort of with some reservation. Like this is not something that Vic really wants to do, but she's way far gone from where Sarah was.
She's very, very gone.
He's just gonna put it in her forehead.
All right. So as you're bringing it down, you hear the last thing she says to you is, "Lady of Decay," before she dies.
Who TK? Watch out, Lady of TK. Danger.
I think that was decay.
And as your dagger flies into her forehead, you start to hear like the moans around you grow into like a symphony. You hear cries and hisses, and you see, like in the gloom around you, all of the heads you are like that are covered in mushrooms are all trying to react to the fact that you just killed this one. And they can't do anything. They're just head covered in mushrooms. But you see them turning and you hear the moans coming out of their mouth.
Like, can we sense what that reaction is? Is it like more wanting the same mercy,
anger, or is it? Yeah,
it is. It is more cacophonous. Like it is not. There's not words. There's not like. She was actually pretty good compared to most of the ones you have seen around you. Like the others are just solid mushrooms, right? They don't have their. She was unusual, but that she could get her what was once her arm out.
well, and we had heard about a drow scout that was here previously, not long ago. So perhaps she was good because she was not buried for long.
It was a group of 3 drow, I think. But yes, because you found one of their medallions.
Yeah, by the medallions, I would assume so.
Well, we found one of the medallions in her hand that she's extended. So we have 2 medallions.
Do you want to grab the medallion out of her?
I mean, this one's covered in
mushroom hand?
In fungus.
Or just, is that what it looks like? It looks like the same medallion?
Yeah, very, not like mass produced, but very simple. Like it's a medallion of Loth. As you, I think it's probably Dolphix or Jasa who notice there seems to be a pile like near to her head, sort of. It's covered in fungus or mushrooms, but you see what seems to be a pile of drowish equipment off to the side that was near enough to her head that you suspect might have been hers.
Well, I'm not next to it, so.
Okay. I'll move to it and inspect.
So you see a couple things. You see there's a short sword underneath one of the mushrooms and it's growing around the short sword, like it's avoiding it. Similarly, around the edge, you see studded leather armor that's similarly untouched by the mushrooms. And you see a ratty old bag.
Ooh, me like bag. Get bag.
Also untouched by the mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the bag and throw it over to Drazzle. And I will pick up the short sword and the leather armor.
They are all of drowish construction, very, very well made. But as you're doing that, you start to hear the moans. Like they were all directed at you, Vic, for sort of like you felt like a focal point for that. But suddenly you feel like you are no longer the focal point, and the moans take on like a more panicked tone. And you see, headed towards you from the northwest, you see a disgusting larval creature that shows only vestigial fungal growths, indicating what might have once been. Let me give you, maybe I have a good picture of him.
Vic's just a little disappointed for like a half of a second as the attention isn't on him anymore. And...
there's not a good picture of him. I'm very sorry. Hold on, maybe there is. I'll try.
It was my first mercy killing. Come on.
You took my kill, Vic.
There's not. I'm so sad. There's no. Okay. So yeah, and there is not any part of the body that you would be able to point at and identify. Like, was that?
Is it humanoid? Is it like what shape?
It is like my best imagination is it is like Pizza the Hut.
Okay.
Spaceballs. Like it is just moving towards you, and it is really, really hard to identify. However, it does start to talk to you, and you hear coming from its mouth, "Welcome, travelers." his voice gurgles and it spits, and you see the spores sort of flying out loud. And he is speaking not only aloud, but in all of your minds at once. Are you here for the wedding? Friends of the bride or the intended? No matter, let the love of the great cedar embrace you. And you see him sort of moving towards you as you become one with the chosen, the great body. I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
And we'll say for the purpose of this that Drezel, let's say 6 more rounds of bless.
Okay.
Because it was, you cast it a little early.
Yeah,
and it only lasts a minute. So
I'm still having trouble with the extension, so I rolled just a d20 to see where I was, and my initiative roll was a 20. I'm seeing what my pluses are to it.
Okay. Okay.
Technically challenged tonight.
What's your dexterity? Just the thing above your dexterity. +1, +0.
Let's say it's +2.
+2. Okay, so it's a 22 then.
Alex, I'm getting ready for more of that theater of the mind, but completely the mind where I can't access all the web pages that have any of my information.
It's like reverse.
Theater of the mind. What's your dexterity? I feel like it's a +2.
Must have just did something very bad. Okay, Drezel, you have. Oh, let me show you some. That's him. You guys can see him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see a token.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's him. Like I said, there's no good picture. You are up first, Drezel.
I was looking in the bag that I had just been tossed, and I stick my hand in to see if I can pull anything out like the other bag that I received.
Nothing in it.
Well, if I had any action left, I would then pull something out of my other bag, but I don't know if I do.
Okay. You're going to pull something. Okay. Hold on a minute.
I want to make sure my current bag still works, considering this new bag does not.
What's the name of that bag?
Bag of wolves, I think.
No, what's someone else
Bag of tricks.
Thank you.
Gray bag of tricks.
Yeah, thank you. So
I was in character. I only know bag of wolves.
I need you to roll a d8.
All right. So rolling.
Seven.
Roll the wrong one.
No, you
rolled d20.
You did roll the right one.
Oh, it did. It just rolled wrong. Okay. 8.
No, you rolled a 7.
Sorry. Rolled several d8s in this attempt to get this right.
All right. Another wolf pops out.
Bag of wolves. So not me, it's a bag problem. No, I guess that was my full turn of pulling putting my hand and pulling it out of 2 different bags.
Yep. So where is Drazzle? So this thing is here. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Sure, I'm. Sorry. Just put everything in the wrong layer. All right. So he's there, and let me just remind you about this thing. Transforms into the creature. The creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or give it general orders, such as to attack its enemy. In absence of other sub orders, the creature acts in its fashion appropriate to its nature. So that was your action to pull him out, but you still have your bonus action.
And bonus action would just be defend.
Okay. Okay. Next up is Jason.
Okay. I am going to step up behind where Vic is and cunning action to hide.
Okay.
Ready. I have a. I'll go ahead and draw my bow and take a shot. Am I sufficiently hidden?
You are.
Okay. Then I will hit a 22.
That I'm sure hits. Yep, it hits.
For 21 points of damage in total.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Flies in, and you see sort of as the arrows shoot through it, like more of these spores start to fly out.
And then I will move back a bit. And that'll be it for me.
Okay. You see in the distance, or not really in the distance, but coming out of the shadows, I guess, you see a drow that looks a lot like a fully functioning drow, except where his eyes once were and his ears once were are like just giant mushrooms growing out, like fungal patches. And he's going to come to him. Why can't I? Sorry. Your problems. He's right here, if none of you can see him. And this is see him. 4, and then he's going to dash to get there. You see a myconoid similar to oops, sorry. Layer problems. It feels so rusty. You see a myconoid similar to the myconoids you saw down, unaffected by any sort of weirdness. It doesn't look anything like the weird pile of fungal, whatever that was you saw. But coming towards you as well. And so his movement's 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is going to move there. And that's his. So Dolphix, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Booming Blade on the drow. So it's just a rapier attack.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
That's 14 piercing damage.
I think you take him out. Give me one.
Nice.
Oops. Yes, you take him out. However, as he died, like he's here, dead. Spores just erupt around him. Let me give me 1 second. I just have to look up the DC for you. I'm going to need, I believe it's everyone within 10 feet of him. Give me a second. Yeah, everyone within 10 feet. I need you to make a DC of 12 Constitution save.
And I assume this isn't magic.
This is not.
I don't need to make one, but would the fact that Dolphix and Vic and I all put on face coverings affect that in any way?
I'll say yes. And then also the fact that
I don't
you
think
guys,
it's going to save you, Dolphix.
But
you,
we're blessed
you guys,
too.
you have
We're
blessed.
blessed.
Yeah, you're blessed.
That's
so
blessed. Good. Plus 1d4.
you have advantage.
Nothing's going to save me.
I got a 12.
Corey, I used a reroll.
Okay. Okay. So okay, who's under 12?
I am.
Basil.
Okay.
I don't know whether I should blow a reroll on it.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's a safe assumption.
Hey, give me. Oh man, I didn't open this up. I didn't think this would ever happen. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. So it's not just technology that's not going to go my way tonight.
Sorry.
Drazzle is an experiential learner.
Sorry, guys. I have to go into the appendix of the book.
At least in theory.
You're actively trying to
Oh.
enjoy this.
Drazzle, will you roll me a D100?
Oh, this will be fun.
Scott, if it is helpful, I did pull up your character sheet on D&D Beyond. So if you have any questions about things that you can't access, I can look at them for you.
Yeah, I seem to be able to see everything. I just can't make the rolls match up.
Okay.
So I'm just rolling on the D20 app itself in screen.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure how to send this to you because okay, I'll figure that out in a minute.
Facebook Messenger works too.
Yeah, but it has to go on your character sheet, and if you can't see your character sheet, it's not gonna.
I can see my character sheet. I just can't make my character sheet play on Roll20.
Did someone else fail too?
No, with
Just-
the bless, everybody was okay.
Okay, thank you. Delete this. Okay. It is the big guy's turn.
Hold on. I'm
sorry.
gonna action surge and hit the other one.
Okay.
25.
Hits.
7 piercing.
So this is now just the myconoid, right?
Yep, just the myconoid.
Okay. You hit through him. No problem.
All right, that's my turn.
Anything else? All right. So this creature comes up. Let's see what he's going to do.
Nothing.
He is. Okay.
Surrender.
Okay. You see one of his what are they called? What are called the
Tendrils.
Yeah, but for a fungus is a very specific name. Anyway, you see one of his tendrils go over to this this dead one next to him, and you can see like him start feeding on it. And so he gets 2 health back. You see him get stronger. So that was his legendary action. Then I need you all. Oh, no, I don't need you all. Okay, I'll wait on that. He looks at you, Dolphix, and he slams it to you. 14, I'm assuming, misses.
Correct.
But I'm going to use one of those rerolls thanks to the crowd, and a 13 still misses. So I've used one of my rerolls finally. All right, that was his turn. Vic, it is your turn.
Ugh. This is one disgusting scab. This is a big head scab. He's going to need more than one dagger. He's going to need several daggers. I'm going to drop a cloud of daggers on him.
Okay. What's the range? What's the area of effect?
I think
5
it's
foot.
just like a 5 foot.
Okay.
So it'll
Okay,
be
cool.
just like right.
Part of
Right
it,
there.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, throw that up for me, please. Okay, so he needs.
There's no save.
Oh, there's no save. Okay.
If he starts his turn there or moves into it, he just takes damage.
Okay. So he doesn't take it right now.
And then I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to. I'm going to give it to
Too late
Drazel.
for me. It's too late for me.
You
Might need
might
on my
it.
next save.
So Scott, just so you know, in addition to like, just being able to use it on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, you can also use it to boost your AC, or to,
Really?
or to use it on weapon damage.
Oh, College of Valor.
Oh, that's fancy. All right. Nice.
And I
Anything
think
else,
that'll be
Vic?
it. That'll be
Okay.
it.
So you see, I think it's this one. Yeah, you see another one of these myconoids appear from the northwest. And it dashes over to the group of you. 5, 6. It has, so it can get over here, but it can't attack. You see another one of the drow with the mushrooms coming out of its head. Also come from that direction, sort of stagger over. And they can almost stop moving. Actually, they probably move up here. 4, 5, but it doesn't get anywhere near anyone. It's just next to him. Okay. So that's him. And it's back to Drazel.
All right. I'm looking at what's in front of me. I'm just going to bring my hands together and just go sunfire and blast them with burning hands.
Okay.
And that's going to be dexterity save for them, 14 or
Okay,
4d6 because I'm casting it at second level.
Okay. So Burning Hands is a cone, right? It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
So okay, so you can get the one right to your west of you, and you can get Yesterprod too.
Yeah. So I was hoping
Without-
for.
Okay. So can you? Sorry, Ed. Is it possible for you to throw up the roll?
Yeah.
I do 46, but if I can do it, sure, why not?
Just because it puts everything up, and then I don't have to.
No, I'm easy. I'm happy.
So. Okay. Thank you. So it's DC. Okay. So, man, I have so much on the screen right now. I don't know what to do. Yep. Okay. 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 So the myconoid adult has a it fails, so it's going to take
15.
15. Okay. So it dies. Body falls to the ground. Yesterbrod, on the other hand, is saving throw. Makes it, so he takes 7. And then at the end of your... Oh, is there anything else, Drezel?
There was the third guy, right?
There's no third guy.
I thought you said
another one.
the other guy in the cone would get it.
It can't.
Okay.
So the one space away from you can only be 1 space, 2 spaces away from you, 2. And then
I'm
3
good with your
spaces.
interpretation. I just thought you said 3, so I was double checking.
You do have a bonus action. Are you going to do something with the wolf?
Yeah, I'm going to tell the wolf to attack the guy to my left.
Okay. So the wolf. Hits. And does 12 piercing.
Nice.
Is not prone. This guy is still give me 1 second because I forgot to do something. Jason, it's your turn.
All right. Is there sufficient Zirkwood?
Sorry, he uses as one of his tendrils to feed again. Sorry, but go ahead.
Is there sufficient Zirkwood around here that I could use it to hide back where I am without moving closer? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I will bonus action do that.
Okay.
Also, I don't want to be
16.
that guy, but do we need to suffer spores from the blowing up?
You
of a
do
mic
not.
head?
You do
Okay.
not.
Cool.
Because it's a one-time thing. Either you got it or you didn't. One of you got it. So okay.
16 stealth.
What did I just do? Sorry.
To
okay,
try to hide specifically from Yesterbrod.
No problem.
And then I will take a shot at him. And hit a 14.
I think that hits. It just misses.
Okay. Then I will move back a bit further.
And it just it pops off like a spore. Like it hits him, but it doesn't seem to do any damage to him.
Okay. I'm going to move back further
Okay.
than that. There. Okay.
Okay, I don't want to take you. Yeah, what do I do? Hold on. Yesterbrod. You see spores shoot out of Yesterbrod at this one to the southeast of it. And I need everyone within 20 feet, which is all of you, including the wolf, except for Jasa, to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. As that corpse bursts.
I failed that.
So you're going to take 10 points of damage as it's off the field, but it. So Vic, you make it, Dolphix, and then if you just want to roll me, Drezel, a D20 and add 2.
I tried to roll it. It's just apparently not coming up yet. I'll take anyone's roll. I'm content with luck is random.
It'll probably get there. Some roll 20 can be slow, but if you've already clicked it, it's probably coming.
Keeps telling me gathering steam, so I'm willing to let someone assist me.
Dolphix. So just as soon as it comes up, you're
There's a dexterity save for Drazzle.
Okay, so it fails. Drazzle, you're going to take 10 points. of damage.
But he gets blessed, doesn't he?
Drazzle
does have
never
bless.
took it. I thought Drazzle didn't take it.
It was second level, so I cast it on the 4 of us.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So you do you need me to roll the d4?
No, it's because it'll automatically pass.
Oh, it'll be enough. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And then, yep, there's no half damage. So, Dolphix.
Okay. I apologize. I think I'm going to have to object to whatever union this is.
And I'm going to attack with my rapier and booming blade.
Yes.
The broad. Yes, the broad.
Yep.
Sorry. 23.
Okay. That hits.
12 piercing.
Okay.
And
Slash it into him.
I enjoy the booming blade cloud of daggers combination. He's got to make a choice.
yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Jason, you probably see it coming through the shadows at you. But you see, thanks to Cliff, a group of carrion crawlers coming straight for you. Actually, I will be fair and let's see if he even knows you're there because you were hidden. Would you remember?
I hid and then I attacked, so
Okay,
I am not hidden.
So he's going to come after you then. One with his tentacles and one with its bite. So here's tentacles. Ooh.
Well, that's gonna hit.
Just tentacles, right?
Yep.
Okay. So make me a DC 13 Constitution. You're just going to take 3 poison. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So I succeeded on the con save, but the tentacles hit, right?
Yeah. So you'd still take 3 poison, and then it was the poisoned condition, which I'm sorry. This is very
think
confusing.
you rolled the damage on the tentacles.
No, I think I do because
No, I don't think you did, is what I said.
Oh, I did. Oh, sorry. No, I did because the tentacles have the poison. The bite does something else. That's the bite.
Okay. Well, the bite would miss.
Right.
But I see. I understand.
The damage 3 poison and then the blurb. That's all for the tentacles.
That's from the tentacles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. I understand.
All right. So, yep. It's Yesterbrod's turn. So he has to start the round, right? So, Cloud of Daggers.
I think it was 12.
12. Okay. So you'll just roll it next time if he's still in there. Okay. Does he do a saving throw or something? Or is it just automatic?
It's just automatic if he starts there.
So, look, there's enough of you. Yes. Okay. So you see 30-foot cone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jason just misses. However,
I have my own problems to deal with.
Sorry, I never did the dire wolf's dexterity saving throw earlier. He fails, so that was 10 earlier. Okay, but again, so he is going to use this. So, and he's going to go due east. So he's going to get you, Dolphix. He's going to get you, Vic, Drazzle, and then he'll get this top northeast corner of the dire wolf. So I need you all to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. I'll make it for the dire wolf.
No.
So
He's not having luck.
It was the exact opposite of Vic's rolls.
We got some rerolls.
That's
Dolphix.
right. I'm gonna reroll that.
okay.
No go.
Okay.
Bless isn't gonna get you.
Bless isn't gonna help me.
Drazzle, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Do you want to take advantage of a reroll?
I mean, I'm already in deep trouble. How many rerolls do we have?
We got 2 left.
You can also pander to the crowd out there, and maybe
Yeah,
they'll be nice to you.
I'm with my mother and she's old and she's moving. I need help. Like I don't know how to pander.
Take a
I've
read.
had a hard day. I'm rolling on my own, and
no!
So
if that doesn't pander for me, then the crowd is heartless.
So let's see.
I mean, the crowd may think there's no saving you at this point.
You all are going to take 1d6 of what is it? 1d6 of acid damage at the start of each of his turns. And then at the end of each of your turns, it's damage on his, trying to get rid of the effect on yours. Okay, so that was him. And then that is it for him. Vic, it is your turn.
Galaxian just redeemed. Buy everyone a reroll.
Nice.
So add 4 to the week, because it's easier to bookkeep.
Back
We
up
just
to
add
5.
them
So this big gross thing in front of us is a problem, but Jace is back there all alone. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast.
I can get out of here.
All right, I'll cast. Don't want to do that on him. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the Carrion Crawler.
Okay.
I do appreciate it though.
I don't want to do it on him because then he'll move out of the Cloud of Daggers. So.
Okay, so Carrion Crawler is going to take DC 14 Wisdom. He's surprisingly wise, but not wise enough. Okay, so he takes 9 points of Psychic. And then he has to move away, right?
Yep.
So from you, though. Oh, of course. Oh, good. I have more. Math.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he, at least for you, Vic, you can't see him anymore.
Okay.
Jason probably still can.
I'm just going to kind of pat Dolphix on the shoulder here and be like, Dolphix, you got this, buddy. And I'm going to move back here 5, 10, 15.
If the lighting is accurate,
20,
I can't see him.
25,
Okay.
30.
Ooh.
I'm going to move back there.
Oh, right. So he just moved out of your range. He's just, yeah.
So, Dolphix, I give you a Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. So this Myconoid adult's still up. He's going to go after the dire wolf to the right of him. Oh, no. He's going to do something much worse. He moves up here. Maybe he didn't have to do that. Yeah, he does here. He does this. So I need the wolf, I need Dolphix, and I need Drazzle to make me a Constitution saving throw. DC 11.
Okay.
Dolphix, you have been saved. Drazzle.
That was the wolf.
Drazzle.
Although, what's your Constitution? Because it might be
+2.
high.
It's
So
only
plus-
+2.
So roll a 1d4. You could make it.
And did you use the Bardic Inspiration? Can you use
Not
that?
yet.
Yeah, you can throw that on. You could throw that on a save.
I was just thinking, should I say that's the wolf that rolled, or is that me?
Well, roll bless first.
Okay, bless first.
So you are 3 away from passing that.
And what's Bardic? Is it D6 still?
D6, yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
So you are not stunned for 10 rounds potentially. However, life does get complicated as the body of Sareth stands up.
Of course it does.
And in the least surprising thing ever, it tries to bite into the wolf.
Wait, I thought its head blew up.
Its head did blow up.
I mean, it blew out. Like most of the head is still there.
Right, but it has a short sword in its hand.
Has sufficient head to bite.
And he does hit the wolf.
Of course.
For 4 piercing. I really wish you had given him bless right before so I could use this against you, but beggars can't be choosers. Okay. That's Sarah. Drezel, it is your turn again.
I am not feeling too good about all the things that have happened here. I'm going to cast the level 1 Burning Hands. Just try and get the 2 guys. Can I get 2 people still with that?
You can get the one that has moved directly to the west of you, and now you can also get Yesterbrod.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. That's going to be my plan.
Although I think if you were to step 1 space to the north, you could get Sareth and the other one, but not Yesterbrod.
But if I go 1 step to north, don't I also get my own teammate?
No.
Maybe I'm not looking at north. I'm looking at up as north.
Up is north. You could angle it from there to hit only the 2 Mike or the Sareth and the.
Okay, and so then not hit Yesterbrod.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll do that. That seems like it'd be a more effective way to make this play out.
Just so you know, in the meantime, Yesterbrod used one of is still sucking the life out of this thing. Okay, so you're going to go down. So you're going to go to the 2 of them. Okay, I need someone to roll it for me.
Oh, I can hit that.
Please, thank you, Ed. I appreciate it.
First level, you said?
Yes.
So one's a 15, so one made it. Is it half when it's?
Yeah. So 5.
There's that one. Okay, so both make them.
They're probably vulnerable to fire, though. I'm sure it's good.
Just not Drezel's night.
Drezel, anything else? You have your bonus action.
I'm going to have the wolf try and attack the one that is closest to him, which I guess is Sareth.
Okay. So the wolf attacks Sareth. Where's Direwolf? Bites. I think it hits Sareth. No, it misses Sareth. He's still wearing armor.
He still gets a dexterity bonus without eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Or brain.
You'd be surprised. Okay, Jason.
Okay.
I think you know enough to know he's right there in the darkness beyond you. Like you can see movement, so it's not a stretch for you to move one to the east. If you want.
I am going to move. Actually, I'm going to circle around. I can hide in. I don't need to do that to do what I want to do, because I can hide in the Zerkwoods. So
right,
I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to hide. I'm going to keep working on trying to take out Yesterbrod.
Okay.
Is that sufficient to hide? That's not a very good.
Oh, actually, I don't know. That might be very close. That is sufficient. Yep.
Okay, then I will take a shot with advantage. I hit a 23.
That hits.
For 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will move up to back Vic up.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he sucks some life out of this thing. Okay. It's this. Oh, that draw's dead. I guess I can take him off here. Okay. Dolphix, it is your turn.
All right, I'll Booming Blade and hit Yesterbrod.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's also going to.
And I gotta make my save again, right?
Oh yeah, you can make your save for
the caustic spores.
Yeah,
right?
so it is
not Dex save.
Yeah, so it's a DC 12 dex save. Nice. Okay. So at the start of his turn, you will not be affected. He is, though, going to use his legendary third before his turn ends to do this. He didn't do very well. Okay. It's the carrying crawler's turn. He, you know what does he have? So he moves here, and he uses his tentacles. Does a 14 hit you, Vic?
Yes.
Okay. So then he does 3 poison and make me a quick DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Nice.
And then he's going to move closer, and he's going to try to bite you too, Vic. 13. Miss.
Yep.
Miss or hit. Sorry.
That's a hit.
Okay. 7 piercing as he digs into you. Okay, it is Yesterbroad's turn. Couple things need to happen.
1 second. I have to do some
Yep.
concentration checks just to see if this cloud of daggers is still
Okay.
there.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's still there.
Okay. Okay.
And
So-
so he takes damage from the cloud of
Yeah.
daggers.
So what is it? 2d6?
44.
44. So you can roll that for me, Vic. Perfect. Okay. He takes 12 points. Okay. So he is going to. Let's look at the time. He is going to. Oh, first, sorry. There's a couple of Drazel. You need to make you. You Drazel and the wolf are going to take is 1d6 acid. So Drazel and the wolf are both taking 2 acid. You're keeping track of your hit points, right, Drazel?
I lost 12 so far.
Okay,
I lost
just
10
making-
initially, and another just those
just,
2.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I can't. I could try to adjust, but I've been unsuccessful.
Okay, so that was just whatever Yesterbroad. What is he going to do? He's going to slam into Dolphix. 15.
The miss.
Reroll 20.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna shield.
Okay, does that stop it?
Yeah, plus
Okay.
4, so 22.
So yeah, so remove one of my rerolls, please. So, and then he is going to get out of this cloud of daggers.
If he does, he'll trigger my booming blade.
Right. How much is that?
Just 3.
That's not just 3. It's 3 more than 0.
Mm.
And an opportunity attack if you want to take it.
Oh, correct. Can I hit him?
If you want.
I would very much like to.
Okay, that hits.
8.
Okay, 8 points damage. Okay.
11.
11. Hmm.
Anything else? Oh, sorry. He moves. Yeah, he moves here. Okay. Vic, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast. What is that just to the south of Dolphix?
It's a Myconoid.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on Yesterbroad.
Can you see him? And do you have to be able to see him? Because you're more than 15 feet away from him.
Oh, it might not.
So
able to
just
see
because
that
we
far?
can see what's on the screen doesn't mean we can see
Right,
the
right.
target.
Like roughly, yeah, like rough. Sorry, I'll give some.
I think he just has to hear me though. Anyway.
Okay, that's then perfect. Totally can do that.
I guess I wouldn't have the awareness that he had moved away and whatnot though.
Don't. If it doesn't say sight, we're not going to invent that roll.
Okay.
Like in the spell. Yeah.
I'll pop it up.
Okay. I know there's things about targeting and stuff, but you know he exists and you know he's around. Like you can still hear him. He's probably like humming wedding tunes.
So it'll be a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Okay. DC 14 Wisdom makes it. So anything happens?
I think he just takes the half damage, but nothing else. So 6 psychic. I'll give a bardic inspiration to Jaisa.
It is this Myconoid's adults, and he's going to go for you, Dolphix. Oh, sorry. Yesterbrod's also going to, before he does that, he's going to feast on the corpse. Okay. Okay, so this Myconoid adult's going to attack you, Jaisa. Doesn't just with his fist. Totally
Who's
misses.
attacking me?
I'm
You
sorry,
meant Dolphix.
Dolphix.
Okay.
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I did meet Dolphix.
He's got very long arms for those fists.
I guess.
But this Drow servant also moves up to you. Drow spore servant with the short sword, 20.
It's a miss because I still have my shield up.
You do. Okay. And then Sareth goes for the wolf. Hits.
Guy's no sense of loyalty.
Okay.
He's not loyal to that wolf.
Drazzle.
All right. I'm still in a position where I can do the exact same attack as before, so I'm going to do that.
Drazzle. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? Somewhere I dropped. Sorry. The I'm gonna. Oh, he does it on your turn. Remind me at the, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Wolf
Drazzle.
attack?
Yeah, but I also need to roll his saving throws. I have not been because he doesn't really have like it's your turn. So let me just
My
roll a
fault.
quick saving throw. No, it's totally mine. Yeah, so he no longer is affected by that.
This time, playing it off, is Yesterbrod in my 15-foot cone?
You could do the one to your southwest and then Yesterbrod. Yes.
Would it not get all three at this point?
No, because it has to be like 1, 1, 2. So either it's going for Yesterbrod because he's 15 feet away, or it's going to Sareth. Do you see, like?
I guess from what I'm looking at, it looks like the 1, 2, 3 cone would hit all three.
So
If this is 1, then this is 2, and then this row is 3.
Wouldn't this be 2 if it's diagonal?
I don't know. I don't know how you measure that.
This is what, like, because this is 1, right?
Yeah.
Then if we're doing the dice method, wouldn't those be 2? And then these would be 3, which would miss Yesterbrod.
I see.
But I'm just doing the dice method.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I
The
think I was drawing it so it didn't get this square, but it got this one, and this one.
I think
I see what you're saying.
Dice method's easy. If we took a 15-foot cone and then swung it around like we had a graphic enterprise, maybe, but
no, you're totally right. That would work by the dice method. So like the one you just said, I just wasn't picturing it that way. I got it. Yep. So it hits all 3.
okay, well, that's what I'm going for. If my mathematician geometry friend can roll for me.
I'm not that, but I could roll for you.
Thanks, Ed.
So we have a Myconoid adult. So it's
You maybe don't want me to roll for you in the future. That was pretty poor.
Considering I'm not having anything but 2 1s in a row, you've got victory.
That's 3. Okay, so then Sarith, who's the same thing. Dexterity saving throw also. So he takes 3.
In this one, I blame Corey more than anything for just having good save rolls.
I mean, it was a really bad damage roll. 6 on 3d6.
And dexterity. So he fails, but he's going to use his legendary resistance, so he passes. He will also take 3. Okay. Drezel. You have the wolf now.
Yeah.
Oh, Drezel, please make me a dexterity saving throw. You're going to 1d20 plus 2.
Yeah. And the wolf is going to just continue to attack Sareth on his own.
Got it. Okay, so you are still affected by Ystarbrod's acid. Actually, no. Roll me the 1d4 because you have bless. So if you get,
Nope.
you still fail. Okay, and wolf is going to attack. Misses, unfortunately. Jason.
Do you want to roll for the wolf? He already saved last round.
He saved, yeah. I believe.
All right, I'm going to sort of pick and roll behind Vic, and in the process, I'm pulling out my net.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to do a stealth to get advantage on this to cancel the disadvantage that's going to come from throwing a net.
Okay.
And that's on the carrion crawler.
Okay.
So I think that'll do it. And I'm going to step out and I'm going to throw the net at the carrion crawler with a straight roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to fail, probably.
Well, add your bless.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that for sure.
11.
Okay, and he so what's that total?
11.
11. Yeah, you missed, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, it was a good try.
Anything else?
I will move up and get out of the way again.
Okay. Dolphix.
All right, I'm gonna hit the drow to my north.
Okay. He is undamaged so far, just so you know.
I one-shot one of them, but not today.
That misses, unfortunately.
14?
That misses.
Can I use my bardic inspiration?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. That might not miss.
Oh, I
no.
forgot. Oh, man.
Yeah, you can if you want.
1d6, right?
I forgot I had bardic inspiration. I could have used on the net.
15.
That hits.
All right. That's all I needed. Rapier. Oh, sorry. That's not the right thing I want to do. 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Okay.
That's my turn.
Slash into him. The fungus is flying all over the... And I would say you guys really are like the snippets of notes that you're hearing in the air are now... They are very wedding-esque. It's not a full song. The other thing I would say, Jason and Vic, being like, you are aware of some in the darkness, there is some massive thing to the northeast of you. Like you just feel its gravity in the darkness. And you feel, I would say like, you maybe not a smell, but you just feel like there's something caustic in that direction. Just so you know. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Good.
Anything else, Dolphix?
Oh, that's it.
Okay. But this carrion crawler, unfettered by a net, goes after Vic. First with tentacles. Vic, you're going to take 6 poison. And then please make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
I'll use a reroll on that.
Okay.
I'll deduct it after I do the roll. See if it matters.
All right. So you are paralyzed and you've taken 10 points of damage. No. Sorry, you've taken 14. 6 poison, 8 piercing. Yep, he's going to use his. Okay. Mr. Broad is looking healthier and healthier as he feeds on the corpses around him. Where is he going to go? Oh, Mr. Broad, what do you want to do?
Wait, sorry, can you back that up for just a second? So I took 6 poison, and then did you say that 8 piercing? Is that also?
Yeah, because he bit you as well. But you are paralyzed. Mr. Broad. Does paralysis eliminate concentration?
No, only.
I don't believe it does.
Okay. He's going to move on top of this corpse. So he's going to go after you again, Dolphix. Slam. 17.
That's a miss.
Okay. Vic, it is now your turn. You can make that Constitution saving throw. Okay. You are no longer paralyzed, but that was at the end of your turn. This myconoid adult is going to go after the wolf. Misses. The drow is going to go after Dolphix. Misses. Sareth is going to go after the wolf. I think hits. Yep, hits. Wolf is looking terrible. Drazel, it is your turn. We lost the Drazel.
Does he have any more spell slots for burning hands?
Let me look.
We'll
it's
play his
not
turn
actually
out by
tracking
committee.
them for me.
Mhm.
But I know he's only cast 2 at first level, and he hasn't done any other first level spells.
And he did 2 second level spells by this point, right?
3, because he did Bless at second level. He did Flaming Sphere at second level. Hell, maybe only 2.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So he has 1 second level slot and 2 first level slots left.
Okay, I'm going to pour myself a drink while we're waiting. So,
All right.
Not much of a rush. Give me a second.
Seems like a good plan.
I like the burning hands plan. I also wouldn't mind a healing word plan.
Yeah.
But I've got healing word. Do we need that as a plan?
It is your turn.
I've been thinking about who needs help and how I can't keep track of myself.
I'm a sneeze away from falling over.
I have. I was looking at not the healing word. That's the instant one. What's that one? Healing prayer.
That
Which
one
has a
takes
little
10
bit-
minutes to cast, though.
Oh, does it? Yeah. I'm sure
I hope
nothing
I'm
else is
here in
going to
10
happen.
minutes to...
Prayer
But
of
it is-
healing? No, 10 minutes. You don't got that?
I might. I hope so.
I sure
All
hope
right,
Vic
so-
lives at least that long.
So I hear, as we initially were coming in, we heard, "Help me," and now I hear the same plea in Vic's voice.
Keep
No,
that
because
dagger
he's
away
paralyzed.
from me. Oh, I'm not anymore.
Oh, good.
So as it's my turn, do I hear the call for help?
Yeah, if you are going to healing word him, I'm going to sort of require you get a little closer. Because healing word you need to be able to see, right?
Let's see what it says.
Like you're going to have to move away from 2 things that could potentially attack you.
Yeah, creature you can see.
Burn him
I
up.
can't see Vic from where I am.
No, because of the Zerkwoods, you basically can see like 15, 20. I'd allow like 20, 25 feet, but like you are a good 30 feet away from him at this point.
Okay.
So you're going to move closer.
And so that would require me to risk taking 2 attacks of opportunity.
But you could disengage and then because you have
it's a bonus action.
Yep.
It's a bonus action. So I'm going to disengage and move towards Jaisa, where I think she might be, to where I can see.
You can hear them, like you just can't get.
Right. I'm just, instead of moving directly at him, I'm going to try and move in between them.
Okay. So here. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then what level you're casting Healing Word at?
I'm going to do it at first level.
Okay. What's that?
I'm sadly still in slow world. I think it's 1d4 or 2d4. 1d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Right. So roll me a 1d4.
Plus 4. 1d4 plus 4. I'm living in a retirement village where apparently internet capacity is not an important thing.
Yeah. Also, gambling's illegal there, so the dice rolls just are not allowed to go through.
It's a lot of nothing happening. There we go.
Okay, so Vic, you get 5 points back. Drazel, you used you used your bonus action, so you can't. The wolf can't.
Right. So, but the wolf can do what's in its interest, which I assume is to defend itself from Seraph.
Yeah, so I think it'll dodge. Like it will. It's sort of looking back at you. Trying to figure out. So it'll have disadvantage on this. So, Jason, it was your turn.
I mean, it's not a Pokemon. You can't tell. You have to tell it to dodge.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to move through, move behind Vic to roll a stealth check.
Go for it.
I should not be on Drazel's sheet for that.
Totally fine.
And then with a dagger, I'm going to stab the carrion crawler.
Okay. You hit. Okay.
For 17 damage.
All right. So it slams into. Let me just make sure there's nothing weird with the carrion crawler that you should. Nope. Okay. 17 damage.
And then I'm going to move around it a little. But
Okay.
that's it.
Delphix, it is your turn.
Ah, wonderful. Let's see. My friends have abandoned me. I'm gonna hit the drow to my north.
You have Yesterbroad within range too. You know.
Yeah. That's a miss, I assume.
It is. Oh,
Okay.
but you have less.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess it's
1d4.
not. Yeah, it's 1d4. He has an AC of 15. So.
Well,
Maybe. Okay.
12. No, that's my turn.
Okay. Yesterbroad's going to use. It's going to heal up. It's a carrion crawler's turn. Has 2 delicious things in front of it. It's tentacles on Jaisa. Miss. And then it probably still thinks Vic is paralyzed, so it tries to go and bite him with advantage, but it does still hit. 7 piercing.
I'm still up.
Drazel, make me a quick dexterity saving throw. Because you should have done it at the end of last turn. So.
All right. It's going to roll D20. It's going to be D20 plus 2.
Correct. All right. So
Whatever.
you're gonna take
Drazel is blessed still a thing?
3.
It should be for 1 more round or 2 more rounds.
Yeah, we'll say 2. I'm not. So you're gonna take 3 points damage, Drazel. Acid damage. Okay. It is Yesterbroad's turn. Yeah, it's gonna go for you, Dolphix. Sorry.
It should go for me, but it misses.
Misses. Okay, Vic.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the Kyrian Crawler.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it's there. I was just staring at it, being like, when is it coming up? So it makes it.
3 points of damage.
Okay.
Shoot. I'm gonna toss out a Dolphix. Did you use your bardic inspiration?
I already did, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my last one here.
Thank you.
Hold the line.
Okay.
We'll deal with this trash worm.
Hold it.
He's going to use his restore.
All you young ones leaving the old guy to take care of business.
Trying to save Vic's life.
All right. Yeah, this poor the Myconoid is going to attack you, Dolph. Oh, actually, no. We'll go for the wolf. The wolf is still a threat, but it's going to have advantage on this. So, fist still hits. All right, at disadvantage of what I meant. It managed to kill the wolf. The wolf is gone.
Unless wolf in the bag.
This Drow servant goes for you. 15 misses you, Dolphix.
Correct.
Okay, Saratho. There is no corpse of the wolf, by the way. So Yesterbrod can't feed on it. Because it just disappears when it dies. But Sarath comes up to you and tries to short sword you. Totally misses. Drezel, it's your turn. Am I skipping anyone's turn? I hope I'm not. I just feel like my rounds are actually kind of going fast.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Drezel, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Flaming Spear.
Okay.
Flaming Sphere.
I made you something for this, right?
Yeah.
Where did I put this? PC stuff. Drezel. Oh, maybe. Oh, did I make it here or did I put it?
Actually, maybe we made it in another.
I think I might have made it in. Okay, so I think I made it in
one of the other games.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll just do this. Boop. Okay. There's your.
And I plan on putting it just south of
here.
That Myconoid.
Oh, the Myconoid. Okay. So here.
Yeah.
Can I take a blade thing off?
I think so, because you're not concentrating anymore, right, Vic?
I've maintained concentration
Okay,
on it.
I'll keep it on there. Okay. Sorry, I just have a lot of squares in here. Okay, so it's okay. It's
and then I'm gonna bonus action slam it into the Myconoid right above.
Okay. Can someone roll that attack
for 2d6?
Sure. I can do that.
There's dexterity saving throw. Myconoid fails. This Myconoid erupts in flame. All right. Are you moving anywhere, Drezel?
I was slammed it into him. So if he disappears, does it take his space?
I'm not. I'm going to say no because it would, unless the thing specifically says that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that all I was doing was I cast it, dispel, bonus to move it. If it's still there, then I'm not moving myself.
Okay. I'm going to move you a little bit closer because I think you had to have seen all of that happen. So I'll just put you within a
Wherever you think it is, based on the trees.
one spot. Dolphix.
All right.
Jason.
I'm sorry, Jason. Yeah, sorry. I double advanced.
Yep, go for it, Jason.
Then I am going to draw my whip and attack with my main hand on this carrion crawler with the dagger that I had drawn. 16.
That does hit. Yep, it does hit.
Okay. Come on now. That's going to do 14 damage.
Yep, it's looking pretty bad.
And I will go ahead and throw the Bardic Inspiration on that.
Okay.
For an extra D6. So 4 more.
Okay.
And then I will attack with my whip in my offhand.
Hits.
For another 4.
You managed to kill it as you throttle around its neck.
Nice.
And then I will move over toward the rest of the fight.
You guys still see Yesterbrod feeding. Okay. Dolphix, now it is your turn.
Yeah, I don't like that. I guess I'm gonna hit Yesterbrod.
Right.
With my booming blade.
Hits.
8.
8. Okay.
It's my turn.
It is Yesterbrod's turn. Actually, he had another legendary, so at the end of your turn, before his, he's going to use feed. Is good. Okay.
So net -1.
We're coming.
He can't blow up this. He would love to, but it's his only food source.
Come on, hit me. Hit me.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hit you. So totally misses.
Ta.
Vic.
Did he end his turn?
He did. Sorry. Yep.
2d6.
Sorry. No wonder I'm confused. There's 2 Sarahs.
Do you want me to roll that, or do you got it?
No, I'm asking for your help.
It's 2d6 without dex, right?
Yeah, any creature ends its turn must make the dex save.
Oh, they do make the dex save. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. He made it. So what happens? Half?
I rolled the damage, so it's 4.
So 4.
Okay. Okay. Vic, it is now your turn.
I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, get to right there. Hey, you big ugly, did you miss me? Oh, you stepped out of my daggers. What the hell? I'm going to cast another one.
Another dagger?
Yeah, I'm going to
just move the daggers
cast
down.
it.
Gonna move
Literally
this
5
out of the
feet
way.
down.
Yep. Anything else?
And then I'm going to realize how close I am to all this and be like, Jason, I think I'm going to just tag out here for a round, maybe. I'll be back in there, don't worry.
No. Drow's coming after you. Dolphix misses.
You're all useless. Mushrooms for brains.
Sareth is also going to go for you.
He's within 5 feet of the sphere, yeah?
Yeah, so at the end of his turn. Yep.
Okay.
So can you roll for me So he makes it, so he takes 4. Sareth is looking terrible. Drazel.
I'm going to slam the thing into Yesterbrod for 2d6 as my bonus action.
I have 8s all around.
Good number.
Makes it, so 4.
And I'm just going to rush him with my mace and try and smash Sareth on what remains of his head out of anger for having him killed my dog. So it's I got to do a d20 plus 2. I'm going to roll that one. just to get back in.
So you're moving up here.
Yeah.
That's good. Your
Um,
dice have come back around a little.
actually, sorry.
19.
You would have taken 4 points of acid damage from the acid on your skin.
At the
Okay.
start of your turn.
But now you can. It's actually the start of Yesterbroad, so you just keep forgetting that. It's a very weird mechanic.
All right.
But now you can try to shake it. So you need a DC 12 dex. Okay. So you finally are off of it. I'm also going to say at this point, there's no more bless.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we've exhausted the bless.
Did the 17 hit?
Oh, it did. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I totally missed that. So he only has 1 point left. But there is a corpse now here too. Yeah.
But I've eliminated Sareth, right?
You have eliminated Mushroom Sareth, yes.
Yeah. I just kind of stomp on what's to kick him around. I'm kind of looking around to see where the wolf went.
Okay. Jason.
So what's the purple square?
That's the body
Yeah,
of
Sarah.
Sareth.
Mushroom corpse.
All right. I am going to run up bonus action as I step behind Drazzle to hide.
Okay.
So 12.
You calling me fat? You're not fat enough.
He actually sees you, so it's not
Okay. So no advantage on this, but I'll still have sneak attack.
right.
So 17
That hits.
for 14 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. I need you to roll damage for the sphere.
All right. Oh, because I'm next to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
that was dumb.
As
You have
I-
good dexterity.
As I gleefully ask, are you doing anything else?
But I made the save, so
Okay,
I take
sweet.
4.
Thank you.
I don't have evasion yet.
Delphix.
I was hoping you had a plan for that.
Booming blade on Yesterbroad.
Nope, just unaware.
16 a hit.
That
I just
hits.
clicked the button to cast it. I don't actually
12
pay attention to what
piercing.
it is.
Thankfully, someone finally kills him. And as he dies, as Yesterbroad dies, this dies too. Like all the other animated things sort of fall to the ground immediately.
What? You mean we just had to kill the boss?
And give me 1 second as I'm now completely off of my okay. So now everything's silent. Like even the moans of the heads have gotten down to like the first level before Jace stabbed the drow woman.
I didn't. Wasn't me.
No.
Sorry, Vic.
I'm not carrying
Sorry,
that.
Yep. Yeah.
Euthanasia Vic.
But now
it
you
was
can.
crazy. Who can remember who did what?
But now you hear them, and they start to like. They're not moaning it. Like you now have figured out that the snippets of music you were hearing was like 1 or 2 of them singing. But now they now start to harmonize in a strange, awful like cacophony of wheezing voices in some weird form of discordant music that sounds very, very much in a weird, perverted version of a wedding song. And you hear everything focused to whatever Vic and Jace, that whatever that thing was.
You know, I've heard some pretty terrible stuff and some pretty divey places in my day, but this is just nails on a chalkboard.
Vic, we go murder heads like you did first one. We murder them all like you did. You show us how to murder them, Vic. It was good murder.
First, we don't use that word. It was a mercy. It was a merciful thing I did. It was a good thing. Second, I don't want to be around this awful noise that long. That's going to take quite some time. Let's.
You start to see movement to the northeast. I'm assuming you're all roughly. I don't know. I'm not looking at the map. I'm assuming you all have sort of gathered around this area.
Yeah.
You start to see movement to the northeast, and the movement, like, you see like glowing things sort of floating in the air amongst the Zerkwoods. And this music seems to be like focused on them now.
Do you think we all have enough to take back to Basidia, or do we have to bear witness to whatever awful thing is happening up there?
We certainly can report that bad things are happening.
As you sort of are watching in the distance, that like you now see that the glowing forms seem to be vaguely humanoid, and they're moving in some sort of patterned way. Like they're not coming towards you, they're not coming away from you, but they're doing something's going on over there. And you start to now hear the song inside your head. Like in addition to, similar to how Yesterbroad was talking to you. Like it's this weird echo of hearing it both physically and mentally at the same time.
Maybe you give me rope round arm, I walk in, you pull out.
You hear in your voice, for the first time, words timed to the song. And it says, the song, I'm not going to sing it, although my voice is probably just as bad as the voice you're hearing. You hear, from rocky bed, the toadstool rose. What are you guys doing?
It's coming this way. We might just want to go. We
From
could get up on that ledge and see it from below, from above.
From chaos dark, her love she shows.
I
I'm
think that
heading
might
up
be a
the
good
ledge.
idea. Let's go.
As you're hearing this, and it fades off, but you hear the whole song as you're moving, not all at once, but it's sort of piecing together. So I'll go for it. Wish, yearn, laugh. The lady will be wed. Crave, hunger, dance. Her joyous spores will spread. And as about the time you're starting to climb up to the ledge, you hear, youth is gone, beauty rots. Eremikos and Zudtamoy, joined together heart to heart, becoming one till death do part. Hail, hail, hail. And in the distance, as you sort of look down, you can see roughly 12 shapes in the distance, and they're glowing. They're glowing, and your best guess is that, like, now that you're above it, you can sort of see them through the holes in the canopy.
Well, it's all the love. That's why they're glowing.
Yeah. But your best guess is it's some of that glowing fungus that you have experienced throughout. Like that's what, like it makes sense because it wasn't super bright. It just, you could see it moving in the distance, almost like a will-o-wisp, but it wasn't. It was that sort of light. And it's, I think I said 12, but it's roughly like around 20 of them. And they're doing some sort of like, they're doing something, like they're all together, these weird humanoid shapes. What are you guys doing? They're not engaging you, they're just you.
I think from up on the ledge, I would watch.
So it's a really, really difficult to figure out what they are doing. But this music keeps continuing. And it has a little bit of a range. So like as you get closer to it, you can tune into it a little bit better. But even when you're on the ledge, you can still hear snippets of it.
I would go back and report what we've seen, unless anyone feels we should do more.
Anyone who wants to research the two names you heard, Eremikos and Zudtamoy, the first would be a nature check. The second would be Arcana.
I'm gonna do a nature check.
I can Arcana.
I'll roll both. I don't think I have any chance of knowing them.
All
I
right.
did my thesis on
Nope.
Yeah. So you know Zeptamoy as a demon lord, a demon lord who is not Demogorgon,
Another one.
a demon lord of rot.
Yes,
and
let's
decay.
go back. Let's leave now.
What did
At 21 in nature.
21 in nature?
Yeah.
So Drazzle, you know Aramikos as the largest living creature in the Forgotten Realms. It is a fungus that lives under the ground. And I'm assuming you bring this up, the song seems to imply that the demon lord of pestilence is trying to marry the largest living organism in the Forgotten Realms.
Not a problem for us to solve today.
I had no send gift. Maybe not invited.
But you're not sure how any of that relates to the weird thing you're seeing in front of you. Except they're singing about it. Like you do get the real feeling that the song is coming from whatever weirdness is happening in front of you.
Maybe we should go back and.
I'd just like to go on record as saying I hate this. Let's go.
I don't like it.
I
The
think
sooner we get back on the road, the better.
Billy noted. Let's go.
no,
All
I think we did what we need to go home.
right. Okay. So you start heading out, and you sort of trace. Are you going with haste? Are you going with? Are you being sneaky? As I assume you're using the same route you came in, so up in the ledge and
Yeah.
I think we let our sneaky person go ahead of us and we follow.
Yeah. There's no. You do see as you get like out of the garden and looking down, you do see like Basidia there. Like you could see her. And she's looking, she's scanning the walls for you. Like she knows what you're doing. And
I will go straight for her.
And it's not like, even as you leave the garden, the sounds that you are hearing are emanating out here. Like, so she's aware something was happening. And so you guys make your way down to them, no problem. What exactly are you telling them? Basidia is very interested in what you learned. And assembled in front of you are Basidia and then the head of the Circle of Hunters, whose name
Who we knew was with her.
Who she said you could trust. Yeah.
Okay.
The good shrooms.
Yeah. Who also is, she brought him here. Like, remember, I don't know, this is a while ago, but there wasn't always two Hierophants here. There was, Basidia brought people here, and he was one of the ones who
He was with her from the start.
correct. And so that's why she said you could trust him.
Yeah, I would, unless anyone stops me, I would relay everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's terrified of what she's hearing. And particularly, she starts to piece together, as you described, sort of the spores emanating in the air. And she had described to you this feeling of like an oiliness when and some of you had experienced this oiliness when she communed with certain members. And she describes it very much as a corruption. And she looks to her companion and she says, we have to take the circles away from here. And they start with haste to assemble and to call the members of the circles that they have not felt this corruption within. And so you have maybe like it's relatively fast for a bunch of mushroom people, so maybe 20 minutes. But if there's something, her companion is the one who offered to take you to the next city, where he's pretty sure you guys can get out.
I would offer to help in getting them out.
Okay. Is there anything specific you want to do before we leave, or I'm just looking at the time, so I'm just trying to.
I'm just looking in my bag, seeing if I can pull out another wolf or whether I've ruined the bag.
There's still furry things at the bottom of the bag.
Okay, I'm content.
Okay, So the group of you sort of are helping wherever you can, and you set out, and there is this very intentional, like the Basidia and her colleague, whose name I wish I remembered. I think it's Rasharu. The two of them head out, and there's this very specific, like your last real memory of this place is that they are intentionally leaving some people behind because of something they sense in those people. And so there's a lot of very confused people, like, where are you going? Like Myconoids looking at them, and they're like, no. And there's deceit involved in it. They're like, stay here. And it's a group of about 20 of you, the group, the 4 of you, and then about 16 of these Myconoids who head out into the darkness, led by Rasharu, into the darkness. And you like force march. It is Rasharu and Basidia both are specific that you have to make as much distance as possible the first night. So unless you're going to stop her, I'm assuming you're not, but
I'm trusting her judgment at this point.
She her the look of terror. She was very peaceful and serene. The look of terror on her face now, as you describe everything, and particularly when you talked about Aramikos and the potential that it could be corrupted, right? So you go, ignore it. You'll get a point of exhaustion, but it'll cancel out in a minute. And then after about 12 hours of marching for you guys, you finally get to a place where they feel like, okay, we have to stop. The group of them have to commune. Basidia is very specific to you that, hey, we might even leave people behind here. Like when we commune right now, or when we go into the trance, if we detect any of that, we're just getting rid of them. And so that's what happens. And you are able to have a long rest. You're all going to get a level 5.
Woo!
And that is where we'll leave it for tonight on your way to your next. And what happens with the group of refugees. And this is not the first time they've been a group of refugees, unfortunately. And so, yeah. We are 20 sides to every story. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will be back in 2 weeks. Next Thursday is the Jasper's Game Day. Please join us for that. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be a great adventure. Lots of Tarrasques pretty much everywhere you can see. And like I said, the players have some plans, from what I understand.
It sounds like the DM does too.
I
I got Tarrasques. I don't need no plans.
Who needs plans when you got these?
We'll be back in 2 weeks. Tomorrow night we have the first of the Candlekeep Mysteries games going on. Saturday morning we have Eberron at Oracle of War. Saturday evening we have Kingmaker by Dave, and then Sunday evening we have Call of Cthulhu. So pretty full schedule, and then our whole schedule repeats next week. Next week we're doing a bunch of things for Gary Con, right? That's next week. Yep.
It's around the schedule of Gary Con, but
right, like it just throws off our schedule.
Related.
it throws off our schedule a little bit. So, but check out our schedule. We put it up every week. And with that, we will say good night. So thank you all. We will see you soon.
Night.
Night.
Night, everybody.
I'm excited about next week.
Tarrasques.
Just